listen closely to the Republicans because they are telling you what they want to do in our country. And, you know, Trump keeps saying things like, well, you know, I didn't really mean it. It was all part of my reality TV show. Running for president will be on your screen. Well, you know what? If we buy that, shame on us.
Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton turning her focus from Democratic rival Bernie Sanders to Republican frontrunner Donald Trump. Big question. Is this general election pivot too early, or should Sanders drop out and Clinton begin looking for a running mate? Here for a fair and balanced debate, David Avella, GOPAC chairman. Karine Jeane-Pierre is the former deputy campaign manager for Martin O'Malley. Great to have you both here.
Thanks for having us.
As we look forward to Tuesday, 5 primaries, Mrs. Clinton is up in Pennsylvania double digits, Connecticut 9 points, Delaware 7 points, Rhode Island could be a toss-up, not a lot of polling, Maryland up by 25 points. Karine, to you, if Clinton wins all 5 states, is it time for Sanders to drop out and have this general election pivot by the Clinton campaign?
No, look, I don't think Sanders should be dropping out. If anything, he's made this race so much better. Look at the exit polls from New York that came out just last week after the primary, which was that our base is definitely energized, right? We have, I think 7 out of 10 voters said, hey, we're excited about this election, we're excited about this primary. Look, right now Hillary Clinton is running a 2-pronged campaign, right? She's the presumptive nominee, but can't quite claim it just yet. And so she, you know, which is a difficult place to be. She's leading by pledged delegates. She's leading with superdelegates. She's leading in the popular vote. But yet, you know, Bernie Sanders, as he should, is still in the race because he has really galvanized this base, this progressive base, these young, critical young voters, and his message is resonating.
And a lot of those young voters, though, Dave, are saying, hey, look, I'm not going to vote for Hillary Clinton. A lot of Bernie's supporters are saying, I'm not jumping on the Clinton train, even if she is the nominee.
Hillary Clinton should never have had to worry about this primary. The system has been rigged for her from the very beginning. It proves that she's a bad candidate, and more importantly, her campaign knows she's a bad candidate because they focused on Bernie because they were concerned people would feel the burn and potentially steal it from her.
Well, and that's still a possibility. Her campaign, though, is, as they've been trying for a long time with this, she is the presumptive nominee, act like the nominee, and it might stick. A lot of reports now that they are starting to look at vice presidential candidates, leaking that information essentially. So, hey, we're the nominee, now it's time to move on. You come up with a quick list of folks who people are talking about. Jim Webb, Elizabeth Warren, possibly an all-women's ticket, the Castro brothers, Joe Manchin, senator, or, of course, you'd have to put on any short list, Karine, Bernie Sanders, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. Bernie Sanders should definitely, you know, as the person who's potentially going to be number 2 right behind her, yeah, should be certainly considered for the VP nod. But I think the decision that Hillary and her campaign has to make is like, do they want a rising star or do they want a seasonal hand? And I think that's
this hasn't been the year for seasoned hands, though.
No,
yeah,
it hasn't been. And
exactly.
Her best choice, and who I hear Democrats most talk about, is Sherrod Brown. He's all the things that she's not. The Ohio senator, he has a middle-class working income. He knows how to use email, and he actually believes the progressive ideology to which he talks about. And no Democrat has been elected to the White House since 1960 without carrying Ohio, his home state.
Last word, 15 seconds. Give me a name.
Look, Julian Castro is very interesting. Tom Perez, both would be really helpful in galvanizing the Latino vote, which was going to be really important as a general election.
He speaks Spanish as well.
He's fluent Spanish.
All right. Karine, Mr. Avella, appreciate your time, guys. Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
to
much,
see you.
Leland.
All right. Hopefully we paid you back in the time we took from you before. Quick programming note. You don't want to miss